Today, we've got the fighters that were cut from Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Trust me, you will not see this anywhere else.
Plus, we have FaceTime with Wright and a demo of the new MMO Rift. X-Play starts right now.
Hello and welcome to X-Play. Don't be alarmed, because I am Blair Herter.
I'm a little alarmed. I'm Morgan Webb. Adam is off on assignment, and you can pretty much infer whatever you like from that statement.
Hookers. Yep, inferred. Since Adam's not hosting, I figured I should be allowed to use this dressing room, right? I mean, I've been here 3 years. I always got to get dressed in the back behind the dumpsters.
I don't really understand why you would do that. I won't go in there. Nobody should go in there.
You know, that's a good point, because I was in there for like 30 seconds, and I found some crazy things. This being literally the very first thing you see when you walk into Adam's dressing room is a picture of lightning with my face superimposed over it, which in and of itself is super weird. But if we could just zoom in real quick, Adam took the time, this is a black and white photograph, he took the time to put lipstick on that thing.
I don't know if that was Adam. I thought maybe it'd make you look pretty.
No, it was me. It was me.
We should probably move on and get today's show.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yep.
Coming up, let's roll some B-roll. We're going to show you the scariest place in the world to play Dead Space 2, and then I'm going to go hands-on with the MMO Rift.
Plus, we've got a multiplayer preview of Crysis 2 and FaceTime with Wright, who, created The Sims, whatever.
Tiny game.
He sat down with Adam to talk about the state of gaming and his new TV show.
Also so smart. He's just so smart.
Yes.
Now, speaking of Wright, let's sex things up a little bit, specifically the far reaches of space.
PS3 owners can now take a breather from complaining about Killzone 3 reviews. Deep breath, guys.
It's okay.
And enjoy one of last year's best games.
Totally. As a matter of fact, Mass Effect 2 was our 2010 the game of the year, and the just-released PS3 version actually features a new engine and a buttload of extra content.
You had to put it that way?
Yeah, because we're talking about Wright. Got a nice butt. Just let's do the review.
Here's our review.
I'm gonna go this way.
Mass Effect 2. Look familiar? It should. It was X-Play's Game of the Year for 2010.
Good to see your memory's still intact.
But 2010 is so last year. This is 2011, and PlayStation 3 owners are getting their first shot at the game.
Sounds like a suicide mission to me.
Far from it. Does Mass Effect hold up on the PS3? How extreme is it? First off, Mass Effect, as we said last year, is great. It's still great. One of the best and most original games that's come around in a long, long time. An improvement on the first game in every way possible. Better combat.
Get ready for close combat!
As well as an immersive storyline with well-rounded, fleshed-out characters.
I'd almost pay to see that.
The adventure is still led by the intrepid Commander Shepard.
I'm Commander Shepard, and I need your help.
Shepard is now associating himself with Cerberus, led by the Elusive Man.
Humanity is under attack.
Human colonies are disappearing all over space. Shepard will need a squad to bring the battle to the bad guys. The squad, many of whom will be familiar from the first game, love and support Shepard. It's refreshing. But that loyalty can and will be tested by what happens. You might think that there would be superior graphics on the PS3, but quite honestly, it's pretty much the same as on the Xbox or PC. It's built on the Mass Effect 3 engine, but the story, the combat, the controls, all the same.
But I see everything.
What the PS3 has that other versions didn't have are several of the DLC for Mass Effect 2, such as Overlord.
This is Project Overlord.
And Lair of the Shadow Broker. These extra pieces of Mass Effect goodness were released sporadically throughout 2010, so this isn't new footage. But it's nice to have it all in one package, especially as the DLC prepares us for Mass Effect 3. How'd you like that? In a perfect situation, the first Mass Effect will be available for PS3, so owners can get the full picture of the overall adventure. But it's not a perfect world.
You son of a bitch.
Let's get out of here.
It was best game last year, and it might be the best game of 2011 for PS3 owners. In no surprise, the PS3 version of Mass Effect 2 gets a 5 out of 5. Dead Space 2 has a creepy atmosphere and plenty of jump scares. The experience is definitely enhanced by playing in a dark room with good surround sound. You know what helps even more? Constructing a terrifying room designed to scare you as much as the game.
Hi, I'm Drew Daywalt from the Daywalt Fear Factory. You may know me from some of my creepy videos online. Well, I got together with the folks at G4 to celebrate the release of Dead Space 2 by creating the scariest place possible to play the game. Join us as we scare the crap out of some gamers.
This week, Marvel vs. Capcom 3 Fate of Two Worlds finally hit store shelves. Now, we're going to have our review ready next week once we actually play some matches online against real human beings. But in the meantime, we've got a video you're not going to see anywhere else. These are actually the characters that didn't make the cut.
Oh, hi. Norman Stevens, background zombie for Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. It wasn't the biggest part. I basically just pounded on some glass and did this.
So, Namor.
Actually, not the Namor. I get that a lot. I'm a second cousin. Chad Namor.
You don't recognize me? I'm Tingle. I'm famous.
Do you have any other special abilities or powers?
I moan real loud. You know what I'm saying?
I was on the JV swim team in high school.
Okay, well, you know what? I think we're done here.
Oh,
Thank
no,
you.
No. Would references help? Because I've got Namor's number on speed dial.
I can withstand a lot of punishment. You want to test me? Come on. You big boy, let's do it.
It's, some keys. Somewhere. Hey, Dr. Manhattan, did you guys see Watchmen?
I just want you guys to know what we're working with, okay? So this is not my first rodeo. Right, Tingle? So I just want you guys to be able to see. Now, I just want you to... It's cold in this room.
No, it's not. Okay, now this is just... it's a terrible year.
Be careful with my right arm here. Don't hit it. It's literally hanging on by a tendon. Okay? Oh, come on!
Hold on. There we go. Hey, Namor. Hey, it's Chad. Your second cousin.
What do you think? I mean, Zelda likes it. I just made the decision based on hygiene.
For shame. For shame. For shame.
Tell her about me swimming. Tell her about the time I swam.
No. Oh, all right, you know what? I think I'm done. I'm done.
Call me crazy, but Chad Namer, I'd hit that. Stick around, there's more X-Play on the way, including more creepy stuff I found in Adam's dressing room. And a multiplayer preview of Crytek's Crysis 2, plus I'll go hands-on with the unpredictable MMO Rift, and Adam gets some FaceTime with Sims creator and walking encyclopedia Will Wright. We'll be right back. Promise. This portion of X-Play is presented by the United States Air Force. Experience more at airforce.com.
If you want to see your tweets on an episode of X-Play and then have to explain what that means to your parents, start following us on Twitter. Our handle is @XPlay. We'll be right back. Welcome back to X-Play. Adam is out, and Blair has decided to risk his own health and raid Adam's dressing room for incriminating items.
I did it for the people at home.
Yeah, it's good.
It's
very
really,
good of you.
Yeah, it's what I do. Now, the next one, it's not really creepy. It's just super strange. Thank you, old white guy on the set of X-Play. Weird. It's actually a sealed copy of Star Trek Voyager Elite Force. In and of itself, super funny, but the actual tagline is "Set phasers to frag," because it's a game with. It's ridiculous, Adam. Why do you have that?
Maybe he He's saving it for the resale value one day. I don't know.
Yeah, never unwrap it for the resale value.
All right, multiplayer games have come a long way since Elite Force.
Yes.
For evidence, look no further than Crysis 2.
Yeah, there's Call of Duty style progression and nanosuits that actually give you superhuman abilities. Like being able to survive in Adam's dressing room without contracting a disease. Here's a preview.
All right, team, we have hostiles confirmed at the comms tower.
Ah, the future. When we were kids, we were promised a lot of new things, like flying cars, house-cleaning robots, and even world peace. Well, that might have to wait. In Crysis 2, aliens have turned the world into a barren apocalyptic nightmare. When you're not saving the world from a race of hostile aliens in the single-player campaign, you'll probably spend your time doing a whole lot of this. It's Crysis 2's multiplayer, and from what we can tell so far, it's shaping up to be a frenzy of fast kills, quick moves, and bullets to the face. As you take down foes and accomplish certain objectives, you'll gain experience points, which unlock a variety of different rewards. These rewards include dog tags, armor abilities, stealth powers, new weapons, and of course, their attachments. These features may sound fairly standard so far, but remember, this is the future and nothing is ever that standard. You, my friend, will live and die by your nanosuit. The right armor ability can turn you into a juggernaut, or the right stealth power can turn you into a sneaky assassin. Scale walls at full speed or slam down on your opponents with the force of a wrecking ball. The nanosuit's abilities are vast, but used properly, you can quickly outmatch your opponents. The demo only allowed us to play one map, but if this map is any indication, the game looks promising so far. Skyline contains enough nooks, pathways, and varied elevations to make the game a tactical playground for assaulters and snipers alike. Moreover, if you like modes other than the standard team deathmatch, you can secure roaming points in crash site mode. There seems to be enough variety to keep a shooter fan occupied so far, but it'll be some time before the game officially releases. Crysis 2 will hit store shelves on March 22nd, 2011. If you play an MMO long enough, you'll end up knowing the world like the back of your hand. You know how to avoid danger and where to go when you're looking for a fight. In Tryon World's Rift, you can't just avoid trouble because it finds you. Let's send it over to Blair for a hands-on look.
Rift puts a new spin on MMOs and delivers one of the most unpredictable gaming experiences around. With portals to demon worlds appearing anywhere at any time, mobs of enemies and human players can strike without warning. Gear up and get ready, the next fight may be your last.
I am here with Adam Gershwitz. He is a producer on Rift. Now, Adam, we've seen this game before, both on the show and then obviously covered in the media. But for the people at home that haven't seen anything about Rift or just, don't care to be happy at all in their life or be entertained, tell us about Rift. What is going on with this game?
So Rift is a massive multiplayer online game, but it's all about a world that's under siege. So in other games, you're going to hop in and it's going to be fairly similar every time you log in, but the world of Telara is under siege by these planes, and it's constantly changing.
The one thing that is dynamic, that is ever-changing, you have these things called rifts. Obviously, you named the game after them. Suddenly, the ground opens up, demons pour out. What happens from there?
You need to be a lot more aware of your environment. If you're a sneaky player, you don't have as many people, you can follow those NPC invasions in and kind of wait for them to soften up your target and then kind of lay the coup de grace yourself. Or you could find yourself really kind of engaged and caught unawares. So the reinforcements that you thought you might have gotten held up by an invasion, might have gotten wiped out by an invasion, and the next thing you know, you've finished off your foes, but you have slavering demon hordes coming down after you.
And let's talk about the PvP modes themselves.
We have a number of different game modes, from traditional capture the flag and domination types to things that are a little more unique to us, like the martyr mode, which is a bit more like a kill the man with a ball, ranging all the way to the Battle of Port Sion, which is a big 20-on-20 free-for-all that also involves NPC elements. So you're really trying to regain a foothold into the city of Port Sion, not against just the players, but as the NPCs as well.
Very interesting. And what's the incentive to play these modes?
We fully itemize the PvP. There's a whole set of rewards. We have something special when players hit max level called prestige ranks. And so what prestige ranks are all about is your kind of PvP EP. Not only do you get a higher prestige rank, which comes with a new title, which is displayed automatically to everybody that can possibly see you. In fact, that's how the other side knows who you are. I'm the warlord so-and-so.
Right.
But it also unlocks special PvP souls. So one of the strengths of our game is the soul system that allows people to mix and match their class however they want. We have PvE players and PvP players. So what really is the best way to reward a PvP player is to give them a custom soul. The more powerful your PvP soul becomes, the more things you unlock, and obviously the more badass you become.
What are you guys looking to do in the future to continue to have people stay with Rift and to continue to have people playing this game?
The really nice thing about Rift is the dynamic content. So we can easily drop in these types of events all over the world at a moment's notice. And we can add things like our new Ancient Wardstone system that gives players areas to fight over to change the story and unlock new interesting things in the game without a big content patch.
All right, well, PvP sounds awesome. I can't wait to see it. Before we go, though, what do the people at home need to know about Rift?
So what you need to know about Rift is we're in open beta right now. You should come join us, check out the game. It really kicks ass. And also go to riftgame.com, see what the game's all about. Check out our special pre-order items and our special promotionals. We've even got an awesome tie-in with Team Fortress 2. Get yourself some really cool weapons for the game and an awesome hat to wear in Rift. And we'll be coming out in March 1st, so it's just right around the corner.
Adam, thank you for being here, sir. Really appreciate it. March 1st.
Yep.
Order it now. Get your hat. You know you want it. You know you do. Back to Morgan.
Thanks, Blair. Coming up on X-Play, we will humiliate Adam Sessler and then get some FaceTime with gaming legend Will Wright, who's decided to enter the exciting world of cable television. Will he be cut out for this? Find out in just a minute.
In this crazy high-tech world of fax machines and car phones, it's hard to stay on top of all of the latest gaming news. Good thing the X-Play newsletter is a thing that still exists. Get all the latest headlines, exclusive demos, interviews, and more delivered straight to your inbox. Just go to g4tv.com/newsletter to sign up. Welcome back. Throughout today's show, I've been bringing out the stuff I found in Sessler's dressing room. It's all been weird, but Morgan, I had saved the best for last. Shablam! How about a sack of used men's underwear? Okay. Happy Hanukkah.
Adam can never see this episode.
Gross.
All right, speaking of Adam, he got some FaceTime with Will Wright to talk about the Icon's latest venture.
I mean, really, it's weird. After Wright released Spore, he announced, hey, you know what? I'm really good at this.
Yep.
Why not branch out to other forms of media?
Like TV.
Why not?
Here's what he had to say.
With games such as SimCity, Spore, and The Sims under his belt, collective creativity has always stood at the forefront of Will Wright's many projects. Now that he has his sights set on television, you can expect to see those same ideals permeate his latest endeavor, Bar Karma.
For the audience out there, what is it and how did you decide to take what sounds like such a really ambitious project?
Well, the basic idea behind Bar Karma is that we wanted to create a television show that was basically created and fueled by the community, by the viewers. And they came up with the original concept for the show, which is that of a time-traveling bar that people kind of come into when they're facing kind of major life decisions, kind of karmic decisions. The people in the bar have to kind of figure out the puzzle of how that person influences the timeline going downstream into the future.
Just when you think your actions have put you close to something, an unforeseen event changes things.
Well, if you go to currenttv.com/barkarma, we have something called the Storymaker, where fans every week are coming up with new plot episodes, actually constructing the plots in this kind of branching story tree. And then after a few weeks of building out this branching tree, they then vote on the best plot line that they like. And we give that to the production team, and then goes out and shoots it.
In addition to Bar Karma's story, fans can contribute to other aspects of the show's production as well.
We're actually having players, submit, idea like pictures that we want to put on the back wall of the bar. We're going to have them start interacting with the music department and picking out the scoring for the show. So any creative aspect of the show that we can allow the players kind of input into, we're going to be opening up departments on the website for that.
As you're working in TV, do you get to a new vantage point of the game industry? And when you take a look at what's happening in it right now, what are you seeing?
Well, I think the whole game space is kind of going through this creative explosion. We have all these new creative opportunities, and we have a whole new kind of army of designers coming in that there's an indie market. There are all these different little apps they can do at a much lower cost and kind of budget than the big AAA titles. So I think in some sense, long term, this is a very healthy time for the game industry, even though it's so economically disruptive.
With a healthy future ahead of the gaming industry, don't be surprised if you start to see gaming influence other mediums.
The idea of interactive gaming is starting to pervade other formats as well. Like in Bar Karma, where actually you have almost a game format on the web interface where people are creating and sharing these stories. But it's a TV show. So I think we're going to see gaming sensibilities and interactive components flowing out to all these other things.
If you want to see the product of these sensibilities in action, you can check your local listings and watch Bar Karma on Current TV.
Well, I gotta say, it looks like you're right at the center of it. Again, thank you so much for your time,
My
Will.
pleasure.
I really
Thank
appreciate it.
Tomorrow on X-Play, Blood, Guts, and Sorcery. We've got a gameplay preview of BioWare's new RPG, Dragon Age 2. Plus, we'll kick some punks in the face, take in some karaoke, and go hands-on with Yakuza 4 for the PS3. Then a brutally honest review of Mindjack. If you're thinking of buying this disastrous sci-fi shooter, you better wait for this show. All that and more, don't miss it.
Morgan?
Yeah?
Is it supposed to itch this soon?
I told you not to go into Adam's dressing room.
You know what else is a bad idea? We're actually going to appear...
For watching. I told you.